Got 4 more panels. We're gonna add those bad boys to the wall and get this thing expanded. We're gonna expand the real estate. Also, got a new fishing reel. We're gonna open it here on camera, do a little unboxing action, and then we're gonna get it spooled up with some new line, paired up with a rod, and ready for the water. Hello and welcome. What's up, everybody? First things first, we just hit 23,000 subscribers, so I want to say thank you for that. I appreciate you guys. 23. Michael Jordan. All right, so I got something pretty cool planned for this 23,000 subscriber celebration video. We're gonna be doing a little bit of tackle wall expansion. That's right, I've got some more pieces to add to the tackle wall. I'll show you guys what I use to build my own tackle wall. I'll show you guys the process and the steps that we're gonna take to do the old expando commando here to the tackle pile, tackle mile that you see here behind me. Got 4 more panels. We're gonna add those bad boys to the wall and get this thing expanded. We're gonna expand the real estate. And also, got a new fishing reel. We're gonna open it here on camera, do a little unboxing action, and then we're gonna get it spooled up with some new line, paired up with a rod, and ready for the water. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for 23K. So let's go ahead and get off into the rest of this video. The first thing that I need to do is get everything cleaned up. It's sort of a wreck in here. So I'm gonna get everything cleaned up. Got a couple things I wanna show you along the way, and we'll just go from there. Let's get it. So I was only able to put a slight dent in it, partially because a lot of this stuff that's left out over here needs to go up on the wall once I have it installed. So let me just show you what I'm working with. For those of you who have seen my tackle wall videos in the past, where I originally installed the tackle wall and then where we expanded it the first time, you'll be familiar with this piece of equipment right here. Blue Hawk steel pegboard stud mount pegboard system. There are cheaper ways to do this. This is the system that I like. It's nice, metal. The panels interlock and they just go together. Tackle pile, tackle mile. We're gonna turn it into 2 miles by the time we're done. Hopefully 4 panels going up. Right now, I'm gonna get to work. These little set screws to connect the panels. Put those in by hand. There we go. And we just keep rocking and rolling. Get the rest of the hardware mounted, move on to the next panel. I mentioned this before, but one thing you want to do is make sure that you've got your panels mounted into some studs, not just into the drywall, or else down she goes. Mark the studs when I originally mounted this whole thing, so we're good. 1 down, 3 to go. All right, guys, I got 2 panels up. You guys get the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this out, and then we'll go ahead and get this thing arranged however we're gonna have it arranged for the time being, and then we'll roll on to the rest of this video, unbox the new reel, spool it up, and I'll show you guys my new lawnmower. Stay tuned. All right, there it is. We got all our panels mounted. Only thing left to do now is get everything racked up, stacked up on the wall. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about doing that. It's getting super hot out here right now. Got some things to take care of around the house, so I'm gonna go do that, and then we're gonna pick things up back out here a little bit later on. Once it cools off a little bit, figure out what we're gonna do here. We'll go ahead and get that new reel opened up and spooled up with some fresh line. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys here in just a second later on today. Come on, Cooper. Let's go. Come on. Let's go show them the mower. Let's go, buddy. This way. Come on, Cooper. Let's go. So, as you can see, the yard is dead. Oh, here comes a man. What's up? What's up, wifey? I'm showing everybody the lawnmower. Yeah, check it out. The new, the GCV 200 Easy Start Auto Choke System. Honda HRX 217. Versamo 4-in-1. Yeah, just a new little ripper. And the yard was straight jungled out. And it chewed it up, no problem. But my mission is to revive the lawn so the dogs have a nice green patch of grass to play in instead of all this dead hay looking stuff. But anyways, yeah, just want to show you guys the new mower. Let's go finish up that tackle wall. What do you say, babe? You gonna help finish the tackle wall? Yeah.
Look at this weirdness that's going on here.
To go with my pegboard, I got some longer pegs, several packs of the shorter pegs as well. This should get us by for now. Cooper, get in here. Now the trick will be figuring out exactly how we want to configure this thing. It's gonna be tricky, it's gonna take me a while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rip through it, and we'll pick it back up when I'm done, and I'll show you guys how this all turned out, and then we'll go ahead and get into the next portion of this video, the unboxing. All right, well, this is where we have ended up for now. Everything is nice and neatly organized. We have plenty of room to spare, extra pegs left over, room to expand in the future, and I think it looks pretty good for right now. And since I know this is gonna raise the question, what happened to Tackle Wall Tuesday? Is it over with? Is it ever coming back? And the answer is yes, Tackle Wall Tuesday is coming back. Stay ready. I plan on reviving the series, resuscitating it, bringing it back from the not so dead, but it has been a while, but I do plan on doing those again in the future. For those of you who are wondering, I know that a couple people will probably ask now that we're sitting here working on my own tackle wall. And yeah, maybe one day we'll rate this tackle wall in a future episode. But Tackle Wall Tuesday, not dead and gone, just on a little break, but I will be bringing that back very soon as I can get it done. It's been a busy time here lately. Bear with me, it'll be back. But anyways, there's a look at the tackle wall as it sits right now. I think we'll go ahead and rip off into the unboxing and spooling portion of the video. We're gonna be taking a look at a new Shimano fishing reel that I just got delivered. Ready to crack into this with you guys. Let's get it. Pretty jazzed on how this whole thing turned out. Stacked and racked, ready to go. All right, welcome back to the garage where we are ready to crack off into this reel unboxing. It's actually the next day. Oops, things kind of got away from me, but we're ready to crack off into this unboxing. And did I mention, I also got a rod. That's right, we're actually gonna build out a combo in this video. We're going to unbox the new reel, unbox the new rod, then we're gonna mount the reel up to the rod, spool it up, and rig it up. And I'll show you guys what I'm gonna be using this new setup for. Stoked to get off into the box, stoked to get off into the tube. Let's go ahead and have a seat down here at the bench. Take a look at the new reel and the new rod. Get them mounted up, ready for the water. Also, really quick, you guys can kind of see where we landed with the tackle wall. Always a work in progress, subject to change, of course, but I think we got it looking pretty good. I fiddled with it a little bit more, a lot more actually. Took everything down and put it back up 13 or 14 times, but I think I've got it looking pretty good and about how I like it. I think it looks pretty gnarly. What do you guys think, man? The new and improved tackle wall, 4 more panels added on. I think we'll add 2 more over there to finish it out. Right there on the end, you guys see right here. And then potentially a couple more right here. And then this bad boy will be pretty much, you know, we'll have gone as far as we could take it. Cooper, don't start chewing on that. Yeah, stoked on how that turned out. Awesome. Blue Hawk pegboard pieces are the money. Let's open this reel and open this rod. All right, guys, here she is. You already see it? Did it already get spoiler alerted? Normally I'm using the bottle butcher to open up my packages, but I want to shout out these Fiskars scissors right here. These things are legit. These are my favorite scissors. I'll link them down below in the video description if I remember. But yeah, these things are legit. Always have a pair of these around. My favorite scissors, the Fiskars. All right, you guys ready to see what it is? Here we go. Boom, there she is, guys. It's another MGL 70. That's right, this is a bait caster that is geared towards finesse fishing or pitching and flipping. Lower capacity, 70s spool size. So as always, when you open up these Shimanos here, you get your user's manual, a little bit of Earl, reel oil, some lubricant, and you get the bubble wrap, and then of course you have the reel on the inside. So let's go ahead and pull this thing out. I'll let you guys get a nice up close and personal look at this Corrado 70 MGL, one of my favorite reels in my lineup. I have one other one and I love it. Had to grab me another one. Here it is. Check this thing out. Low profile, really small, fits in the hand. Smaller capacity on the you know, on the spool size. You're not going to have as much capacity as line capacity, but for what I'm doing, it's not really going to be an issue. You guys know me, I fish shallow, so this isn't going to be a reel that I'll be using for extremely deep applications. But there's a nice up close and personal look at the reel. Nice sleek design, stealth mode, black and gunmetal gray coloring. Got the chrome accents on the reel handles. But yeah, super legit for throwing lighter baits on lighter line. Don't need as much inertia to get the spool turning, and I've really enjoyed using the one that I already have. So decided to grab me another one. There she is, the Shimano Corrado 70 MGL. This is the HG version, 7.4 to 1 gear ratio. I got me another one. Now let's go ahead and open up this rod tube and see what we have to mount this thing to. All right, we're gonna be using the old school angle for the rest of this one. Haven't done it this way in a while, but we're gonna crack off into the tube now. And I think this is the best way to do it. Give you guys the best possible view of what's going down over here in this tube. Tubular, let's get tubular. Tubular, all right. There's nothing in there. Oh wait. Yeah, there is. Oh, don't look. Hide that. 1 second, I'll be right back. I gotta go take the tube out of the garage. All right, there's another tube for my massive collection of rod tubes, but here's the new rod. Let's check it out. The little spinner-rooney. All right, I almost revealed it too soon. I'm gonna go ahead and pull her on out of the sheath right here. Let you see what we're working with. What this right here is a bad mamma jamma. This right here is the 7'4" medium heavy fast action sensory series rod from 6th Sense Fishing. And here's my idea for this setup. You guys maybe have noticed lately I've been throwing some smaller finesse creature baits, and you're really gonna see me do a lot more of that in some upcoming footage that I have coming your way really soon here on the channel. I've been doing really good out there with a new technique that I've been trying to hone in for months now that I've finally started to crack the code on. And this setup right here I think is gonna be perfect for dialing that technique in even further. Super sensitive rod, finesse style bait caster. Gonna pair up two of the best pieces of fishing gear that I've ever used and build out an awesome, super sensitive finesse Texas rig creature bait combo. Something for fishing on the bottom contact rig. And yeah, medium heavy style, 7'4" with a finesse bait caster, the new Shimano Corrado 70 MGL. Let's build this thing out, spool up the new reel with some new line, get it rigged up with a bait. I'll show you the creature that I'm gonna be throwing here soon on the channel. You guys are gonna see a lot of this coming your way. Like I said, I've been doing really good. Started to crack the code, feels good. Putting a lot of fish in the boat with this bait that you've seen me fail with repeatedly, and now finally starting to do some good. So stay ready for that. Let's build the combo. Cheers. Sensory series rod. The Sensory series I think probably my favorite from 6th Sense. At the moment, they're always coming out with new stuff, and you never know what might happen in the future. But as far as things sit right now with what's available, the Sensory series, hard to beat. NanoSense, nanographene matrix technology used in the construction, and they're just supreme, really high quality, beautiful components. If you guys haven't checked out any of the 6th Sense rods, check out 6thsensefishing.com, snoop around, shop around, take a look at what they have to offer. And if you decide to pull the trigger, make sure you use my code JR10 for the win. JR10 at checkout is going to give you 10% off this bad boy. It's a good little chunk of savings. So check out the Sensory series. Love these rods, everything from the medium all the way up to the heavies. I use them all, and like I said, this is my favorite that they've created thus far. Some special stuff coming in the future out here though, so stick around for that. I can't wait to show you guys some stuff that's been going on behind the scenes, but more on that later. Sensory series, love these rods. Beautiful, man, check it out, just beautiful. Just beautiful, check it out. All right, get this thing gigged and rigged, ready for the water. All right, there's a look at the combo with the new reel mounted up. Corrado 70 looking pretty slick on there. I think that looks pretty killer. Like I said, 7.4 to 1 gear ratio, Corrado 70 MGL, and the 7.4 medium heavy fast sensory from 6th Sense. Killer, can't wait to throw this. Let me go ahead and grab myself some line. What are we gonna throw on here for line? Well, let me tell you. Bottom contact, zebra mussels are a thing. I'm gonna throw a little bit of a heavier pound line on here. I'm gonna roll with 15 pound Sunline Assassin fluorocarbon. All right, so ran to the boat, got my little spool holder here. I'm gonna pull some 15 pound Sunline Assassin fluorocarbon. That's what we're gonna be running on here. Bottom contact, gonna be fishing on the bottom. Lots of zebra mussels, lots of sharp rocks, things that get sliced up on. So I'm gonna run just a little bit of a heavier pound line. The Shimano Corrado 70 MGL is fully capable of handling 12 pound or even lighter line, but I'm gonna run with the 15 just to give myself a little bit of extra added abrasion protection. But two cool things about this reel right here is one, line capacity. It doesn't hold as much line, so you don't need to fill up a portion of your spool with monofilament backing in order to conserve your expensive line. 2, the spool is skeletonized. I don't know how well you guys can see that in there, but there are holes in the spool so that you can tie your line directly there, and it will keep it from spinning around, won't have any slippage issues. So I'm just gonna go straight on with the Sunline, no backing, and this is practically the only situation in which I wouldn't run a monofilament backing when I'm setting up a new fishing reel. So there you go, there's that. You guys ask all the time. Let's get this spooled up with some fresh fluoro. Yeah, I like the 70 spool size, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't take near as much expensive line to fill this thing all the way up and get it running like you want it to run. Now, I have this gizmo here just mounted to the table. Show you guys how this works. Oh, kind of, if I know what I'm doing. Just throw your spool on there, throw this bad boy on, little spring action. Oh my gosh, man down, dude, fumble. I was gonna show you how it works. All right, so there you just have your line on this thing. This bad boy just mounts to the table, and then you're good to go. I'm gonna get this mounted to the table and get this this reel spooled up. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk to you, but I'm just talking to you guys about things that I'm thinking of along the way, which is kind of how I do it. So yeah, let's mount this bad boy to the table and get this rocking and rolling. All right. I've got the line fed through, the line guides on my rod. I've got it tied to the skeletonized spool of the Corrado using a arbor knot. I get asked that a lot, and that is the knot that I like to use for that. I have my spool attached to the line spooler mounted to the table, and we're just gonna go ahead and fill up this reel now. You want a good amount of tension down here on the rod spooler. You're gonna have to tighten down your drag, get that thing rolling. We're rocking and rolling now, boys. There we go, she's full, easy money. All right, let's get this bad boy rigged up with the fun stuff. Time to get into the fun stuff, the baits. Can't wait to get out there and use this bad boy. I'll tell you a little bit about how I'm gonna set up the spool tension on here. I'm gonna put the brakes on about 3. Spool tension on nothing, all the way off, 0. Just barely enough to hold the knob on there. That's how I'm gonna run this thing. Now let's talk baits. All right, so as far as baits go on this setup, like I said, we're going finesse creature baits. So first up, just a little 1/4 ounce green pumpkin tungsten bullet weight. Tungsten, super important when you're fishing on the bottom, I feel. It just gives you so much more detailed feedback as far as what you're bumping into. You can feel the bottom so much better, and yeah, it's just so much more sensitive than lead. It's more compact, it's a denser metal. So yeah, if you can use tungsten, if you can afford to swing it, I would say that's definitely the way to go. Ever since I started using it, it's hard to go back to throwing those little lead bullet weights. I've got my bullet weight slid onto the line, no peg, no beads, none of that. And then I'm just going to tie an improved clinch knot. It's my favorite knot. I think the best knot that you can tie is the knot that you can tie the best. And the improved clinch knot is the knot that I can tie the best. It's a 3/0 Gamakatsu EWG. Hook is secured. There's the rig. All right, this next one probably comes as no surprise to those of you who have been paying close attention to the channel here lately as far as the baits that we've been throwing, soft plastics wise, creature wise, finesse creature wise. I've talked about this a couple times here on the channel. Been trying to dial this in, and here lately I've finally been able to start cracking them on this bait. The Zoom Ultra Vibe Speed Craw. It's a little watermelon red action right there. Took my parents out recently and had a heyday. Me, mom, and dad. First time seeing my parents since 2019. I rigged them both up with one of these Ultra Vibe Speed Craws, and they both just straight cracked them. You guys can see some of that on my Instagram. I elected not to film that day, just live in the moment, enjoy it, not mess with the cameras, and I really had a blast out there seeing and fishing with my parents for the first time since 2019. And yeah, this bait right here got it done for them. So that's what I'm gonna be throwing on this finesse creature setup. 3/0 EWG hook. As mentioned, Zoom, one of the all-time greatest soft plastic bait companies ever. This little Ultra Vibe Speed Craw has been the ticket, and there it is. T-Yard with a 1/4 ounce tungsten bullet weight, 3/0 EWG hook, Texas rigged, Zoom, Ultra Vibe, Speed Craw, watermelon red. That's gonna be my little setup on this medium heavy. I'm stoked on this, man. Stoked to have another sensory in the lineup. What do you guys think? How's that look? Digging that Corrado on that sensory? Shoot, pretty gnarly looking rig. Can't wait to get out there on the water, fish with this thing. If you guys are interested in checking out the rod, 6centsfishing.com, JR10 for the win. I'll throw a link to the reel down below in the video description as well. Also, check out the Heater Zone. That's the Justin Royal merch if you guys are interested in helping me put live scope on the boat. I'm on a mission. Just gotta sell some more t-shirts. As soon as we sell out of the t-shirts that we have in stock right now, we'll be able to get the live scope for Beetlejuice. So if you're interested in being a part of that, helping us throw the scope on the boat. Check out the top link in the video description. Score yourself a piece of J Royal merch. If you're not into t-shirts, we also have hats, hoodies, and sticker packs available. So snoop around, scope around if you want to support in that way. I appreciate everybody who's been placing orders lately. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, check out sixcentesfishing.com. JR10 for the win. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today on this hybrid tackle wall expansion slash unboxing new reel rigging finesse creature bait. Sort of like just an all around, you know, tackle talking rod rigging video that we've done out here in the garage. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the new lawnmower. And yeah, if you liked hanging out with me today, if you enjoyed the tackle talk, or if you want to see me out there on the water using any of the stuff that you saw me playing with in this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And of course, thank you guys so much for helping me hit 23,000 here, 25K on the way. We're doing it, man. We're ripping right along, and I'm stoked to have so many of you on board, being a part of it, showing me love, supporting me, interacting, commenting, watching along. Yeah, it means the world to me. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every single one of you, but that's about all I've got for you today. That about does it. That about wraps her on up. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I'll see you on the next one.